Welcome back to Good to Know. We're here to put a smile on your face, and I challenge you to not be smiling at the end of this story. You see, there's a guy in Milwaukee who's pairing Dr. Seuss with Dr. Dre. Take a listen.
I like green eggs and ham, I do not like them Sam I am.
It's meant for the kids, but hey, we can all get behind this. Dr. Dre and Dr. Seuss, well, they're classics. Well, his name is Wes Tank, and he started this project just a few weeks ago and already has millions of viewers.
All they ever did was, oh, this is how I make my living, is Broadway, 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 and it's gone now.
The coronavirus infecting businesses and jobs across the country, stopping the music on Broadway. But there are people around Nashville ready to help musicians like Marty Ray.
To have people that have better knowledge about how to make it look better and sound better live is really a blessing for me and any other musician that used to play on Broadway and can't right now.
It's getting dark.
Jeremy Bird owns a production company specializing in live video performances. And when he heard about the many performers struggling because of COVID-19, he knew how to help.
To create an environment to allow them to keep doing what they do. So that's very fulfilling.
Bird transformed a section of his home into a live recording studio to allow bands to play for free, disinfecting and wiping down the room in between every session.
They're able to earn money now, earn an income. Some of them are making more money doing this digitally than they were, standing on a stage, in person.
I got my days wound up in...
The audience downloads the MySet app, bids on the song request, and tips the artist to play.
We're just helping them pay their bills.
And gives them something worth singing about.
They got really excited, and so that they were able to keep doing what they love and keep playing music and stay in front of their fans and still make a living now in a different way.
A creative and crafty mom has recreated the movie theater experience at their Virginia home, complete with decorations, tickets, even a concession stand, and yes, some overpriced snacks. Sure looks fun, and her reasoning is great.
So it'll keep them entertained throughout the week and looking forward to something, because my children are kind of taking this hard, and it helps me feel like it's the weekend.
Love these families creating special moments, and it's easy for anyone to do, and that's good to know. Giving seniors a routine when reality looks a lot different.
We start with a short morning positive thinking affirmation kind of meditation thing. Then we move into some fitness.
I get a little bit better every time. That's the name of the game. Let's switch sides, everybody.
8 hours of carefully selected videos each and every day that anyone can access for free on YouTube. Paula Stokes McDowell developing a way to engage the generation that she sees as our national treasures.
I think if we're going to find a blueprint to get through this crisis, or really any crisis, and be better on the other side of it, it's to take their example of resilience.
McDowell is with Enrichment on Demand here in the Valley. And since the pandemic, they've created a simple way for caregivers, nursing home employees, or the grandchildren to pull up the curated content specifically designed with seniors in mind. Just type Enrichment on Demand into YouTube, and it will pull up a playlist in order full of different engaging videos.
We could just, create a daily routine, kind of what would mimic their normal calendar at a senior community. And then we could fill it in with all the wonderful people that post fitness classes and trivia and travel logs. We enjoy some sitcoms. We throw in some I Love Lucy and some Petticoat Junction.
McDowell wants to get the word out that this content is free and is easily available for your loved ones right now.
If we can make their days a little bit brighter by providing something, it's our privilege to do that.
The most positive people we know how to make the best of a bad situation.
Thank you for calling Studio 54. This is Jamie. I'm Jamie Slater. I'm the owner of Studio 54. All right, it'll be $5.50, and then you can pull right up to the door. We specialize in trying to support other small businesses. We buy locally roasted coffee. It's roasted right in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We have like gift items like candles that are made from a young female entrepreneur that are also made in the United States. Hair products, all kinds of goodies that you can't really find, you know, in big box stores. You can find a lot of unique stuff here. Once the pandemic hit, we had to close down the salon, and now we just offer the full coffee bar for curbside pickup and delivery. So people call ahead their orders, and we run it right out to their vehicles. There you are. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you. It is nice to see familiar faces and check in with our customers and see how they're doing. How are you guys? Good. Good. It's just five even. Thank you so much. Have a good day. So I think social media has played a huge part in people spreading the word that we're still open, and we've seen a lot of new faces coming from Appleton, Black Creek area, and we're just very grateful to be able to expand and get the word out that we're still here and we're still sending out cups of happiness every morning during a stressful time.
To all the medical staff working hard to beat COVID-19.
It's a simple and sweet gesture.
Affectionately yours, sincerely thanks you.
Of appreciation.
As long as I have the ability to do it, I'm gonna keep baking cookies and I'm gonna keep giving them out.
Boxes of deliciously baked cookies are packed up.
This week we are delivering 600.
And ready to be delivered.
We drop it off and let them know we sincerely thank them.
To healthcare workers across Milwaukee.
Just to say, you know what, somebody is praying for you, somebody is thinking of you.
Adija Smith owns the bakery Confectionately Yours, located inside Sherman, Phoenix. It's a mission that started close to her heart when she says her best friend's husband, Taran Govan, was diagnosed with the virus. Adija says he's been in the hospital since March 26.
The doctors counted him out, and he is now able to talk and walk, and he is making a full recovery.
To honor those healthcare workers, for the past 4 weeks, she has packed up these sweet treats carefully.
We're here, guys.
And has delivered more than 2,000 cookies.
Thank you for all you all are doing.
To area hospitals.
Sometimes you don't get the recognition that you deserve. And this is just a little something to make you happy.
Adija says it's not much, but she hopes it's enough to brighten these heroes' days.
This cookie can just bring them a little bit of happiness. I'm just gonna keep baking, and I'm gonna bake somebody happy.
There are so many inspiring people out there doing good, and maybe they can inspire you. This FedEx driver and former Marine in Tulsa, Oklahoma, started up a food drive. He saw the need while he was out on his route, and his boss loved the idea. Now they're dropping off critical supplies like medicines and picking up donations for other families in need. He's bringing back truckloads after making his deliveries.
With fewer drivers on the road, mechanics working in car repair shops like the Big O in Castle Pines have more time than grease on their hands.
Traffic counts are down 60%, and really that's what's been following our business too. Our car counts are down, roughly 60% across the state.
So they're putting their clean and idle hands to good work by offering to make deliveries for anyone in need around their neighborhood.
So we're going to use our people to go out there and help them out and help out with grocery pickup and prescription pickup and that kind of thing. Just a way to give back to the community. As long as we're here with our staff that has a little bit more downtime than they once did, we might as well do something great with it.
Jeff says it's so difficult to see who is in need, since many people at risk to catch the disease and senior citizens who might need some help are locked down, inside, behind closed doors. That's why he says they're ready to help.
I think if everybody can just do a little part to make it better, it'll be okay in the end. We'll be fine.
Well, we're all pretty busy racing around from place to place. Many of us recently have had the chance to slow down a little bit, but not the pros. They've got their foot on the gas, and it's all for good.
Whether it's on the track or in the pits, IndyCar moves fast. Ideas here, innovation out there. And even when things do slow down, like they have inside Andretti Autosport, the minds are still working.
Michael, how did all of this begin?
When all these problems were
were coming up, we had a meeting with the team, and I challenged everybody to figure out what we could do. And so actually my daughter got a hold of Stratasys.
Stratasys is a 3D printer used to make plastic replicas of parts, but these days it's now making visors to help put together over 120,000 masks for first responders to use.
This is something that we've never experienced, so we get our minds together and we say, okay, how are we going to get out of this?
Meanwhile, just down the road at Chip Ganassi Racing, the machines are also working around the clock after calls were made to the Indiana Economic Development Corporation and more.
When you put a bunch of race engineers together, just Katie bar the doors.
We just pretty much carpet bombed everybody we could, including the IEDC, for ideas and avenues where we could help, and tried to play to everybody's strengths and leverage all the connections we could.
In addition to masks, they're also fabricating intubation hoods to keep doctors and nurses safe at IU Health. And by the way, doing so with social distancing, not needing any staff on hand.
Chip Ganassi was extremely supportive of all of our efforts, and all of our partners, Husky Chocolate, NTT, PNC, have all been super supportive and super interested in what we've been doing.
Andretti and Ganassi joined Penske and McLaren, among others, in this unified effort. Someday, IndyCar will be back to racing, and it can't come soon enough. But for now, the needs are pressing.
The racing community comes together unlike any other, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We're going to come out of this a stronger team, and we're probably going to come out of a stronger series and a stronger nation.
Yeah, the level of creativity is pretty high. I don't know if we're quite to Apollo 13 level yet, but I don't know, maybe I'll watch that movie tonight.
No question, the inspiration is there.
Slides the ball through inside the box. Here's Da Costa to level it up for FC Tulsa.
Just by the sound of his voice, you know soccer is David Saunders' thing.
And there's Da Costa celebrating with his new teammates.
An England native turned Tulsan has been a staple of T-Town's soccer community for years.
Left-footed ball, low into the box, near post, and in!
After the USL postponed its season due to COVID-19, Saunders had no more games to look forward to after his day job as a math teacher at Bishop Kelly, so that's when he turned to his other passion. Saunders has been playing the saxophone for the last 30 years, and what he decided to do one random night will make you smile. He sat down on his porch and gave his neighborhood a break from all the anxiety.
I just enjoy, particularly jazz, but I enjoy all forms of music and just getting together and playing. I just wanted to get people out of their homes, I guess, and it was incredible. I just started playing, and my neighbors across the street, they came out and they got their teapot out and they had a cup of tea, and then people stopped and they said, "This is so important. You're just getting us to come out of our houses, but obviously at a safe distance." The other thing I wanted to do was highlight, these heroic workers, both sides of the pond. They really are on the front line. I just wanted to say thank you to them. Music plays such a big role. I just think it's a way that people immediately gather together.
It's so awesome to see so many people putting their talents on display. Something they're good at is making people feel good. And isn't that good to know?